And we're back. Thank you very much for tuning in. Soon we gonna be doing this live soon. Right now we just in the process of kind of getting it together so that we can edit. But soon we'll be straight live having these live conversations, so y'all don't even have to hear the edited version. So again, it's your boy C. Aaron Henson here, and I'm here with Tearz and Popeye. And we just finished talking about unity in the community, and now we're moving on to our next topic, which is
you said gang violence.
Gang violence.
Well, I was saying
yes,
gang violence.
That is exactly the next topic, gang violence. So I don't know who's going to take it first.
Out there slanging.
Who want to talk about it?
I mean, I guess I could talk about it.
All right, let's go.
Right. Like, what is it that you really want me to say about it?
What does it mean to you, and how do you feel about it?
Well, basically for me, it's like this. I just feel like it's a bunch of, in a sense, grown men and little boys, in a sense, who lost their way in life or who's gone through certain traumatic experiences, whatever the case is, who, in a sense, turn to rely on a bunch of other people for a sense of security and a protection. But for me, as a person, it's like, I don't really believe in it, because it's like, I just feel like it's a whole bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because like, a lot of these people are a lot of these people who are in gangs are like people who would literally disrespect their parents and shit like that. Like, don't listen to their parents, ask them to do simple shit, but you'll turn around and risk your life because the next nigga told you, go kill this nigga because it's for the set. Like, I just, it's a whole bunch of fucking ignorance. You feel me? At the end of the day, like, that's how I feel about it. It's just fucking ignorant.
I feel you. How about?
I agree. A bunch of ignorance. I think there's a lot of people who are, again, like he said, going through a lot of traumatic.
First, what does it mean to you, gang violence?
To me, it just means a bunch of lost people trying to find their way, or who just gave up completely, or trying to present an image. You gotta remember, there's a lot of young people who, again, have traumatic experiences where they lash out in different ways, and that's their way of getting back, or whatever it is, through the streets. They try to have some sense of control or being on top, whatever it is, money, things like that. You also have, aside from slinging, people just want to be tough. They want to be cool. You know what I mean? And they're down to do whatever it takes in order to make that happen. Whether it's rob you, steal from you, kill you, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you inside of a gang, your gang leader tell you go get a body, nigga. What you gonna do? Either you gonna get the body or you gonna be that body. Like,
how you feel about that?
I feel like it's a waste of time. It's a waste of it's just a tragedy altogether, pretty much. Like, I don't want to be a part of something that's supposed to be, again, unity or a family, and I'm being forced to do everything that's wrong.
Right, because it's really interesting, because originally, like, I know that the word blood and the word Crip actually means something. Like, I think Crip was
6 stars, 5 stars blood.
It was an acronym, meaning like the letters meant something. Like, they were supposed to be.
It was basically some community shit. It was
right.
The Crips was originally started because they was trying to basically be like something, a pillar of the community, like security for the community in a sense. Because how the police always was mad racist back in the day, always going into poor neighborhoods and just violating the the black community and shit like that. So they created the Crips in a sense, so that way people would come together as in unity, party, shit like that, and they would also get the security that they would need in their neighborhoods. You feel me? And shit like that. But as time went by, other people formed rival sets and shit like that, and it turned from something positive to something negative, because Crips and Bloods was never always what it is now. Right. Just like I tell people all the time, like, the Latin Kings was not always who they are today. The Latin Kings used to actually be like a form of, yes, they used to do wrong, but they used to also be a pillar for the community also, right? Because they would also help the people in their community where they would be, where they would live in or be around. So it's like, as time changes and shifts, and certain people come into power and certain people dies off, certain knowledges and stuff like that don't get passed on the way it's supposed to be. So certain shit gets twisted and turned and contorted to be what it is now, something so negative and, like I said, ignorant.
Yeah, I definitely agree. You know what I mean? Like, Crips was supposed to be a thing of unity, of family, you know what I mean? A place of comfort and security. And these little young niggas don't know half of what, you know, it was all about. You know, they don't even know their background to it. You have a lot of niggas, even with Bloods, you know, I'm associated to both through family and friends and shit, you know, but even when it came down to it, again, I can never see myself selling out to be, not say selling out, but devoting myself to being in a part of a game where everyone else's issues is my issues, you know what I mean? Or I'm looked down upon because today everybody want to go fight or everybody want to go shoot, and I want to go work a 9 to 5, you know what I mean? Like, shouldn't you be backing me if I'm doing something positive, not calling me all types of pussies because I decide I don't want to do what y'all niggas is doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, then the whole thing of trying to get out of it is a whole nother thing. You know, niggas don't let you walk that easy, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas gotta fold their flag or they gotta take a body. It's that simple.
I hear you. All right. So with all that being said, I definitely want to bring up this point. Like, so we speaking about gang violence. So y'all got that part. Then I want y'all to touch on violence, but at the same time, I want y'all to hear this part because basically, based on what you both just said, it's like, yo, how is it possible that I can go off to college for 4 to 8 years and come back with a master's degree, a bachelor's, or, you know, a PhD, and motherfuckers look at me like, oh, you think you better than me, you know? Whereas if I go and do 4 to 8 years in jail, you throw me a party when I get home.
Right.
Like,
right.
You understand? Like,
the crazy part is,
okay, go ahead.
And there's a popular movie, you know, back in the day. It's called Save the Last Dance. If anybody's familiar with it, there's a part in there where the nigga Q says to his homeboy, "Yo, you're the college boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you work for. I'm a street nigga, you know what I mean? I don't have that same life. Everybody opportunities ain't all the same. Everybody luck runs different, you know? So you got some niggas who keep that passion and that hope that, oh, I can go to college, I can make it, I can get out the hood, you know what I mean? You got some niggas that just give into society and they just the regular street corner nigga, you know what I mean? And that's just what it is, you know? Like, some people are comfortable in their skin, you know? Some niggas, they know what time it is, or that's at least what their mind projects, that what time it is, you know what I mean? I'm born and bred from the projects, you know what I'm saying? I may still live in the hood, but I made it out of there. The projects, they consider us to be the gutter of all black people, you know what I mean? Welfare cases, it can't get no better. Niggas have a hard time going from their building door to the corner store, you know, without getting shot at corner, somebody drive by and shit like that. But you have a lot of successful black men like myself who made it out the projects, you know what I mean? Who still strive every day for something great or something better, you know? It's a lot of niggas who conform and they just sit right there on that bench, eating chicken wings, selling drugs with they gun on them. It's a shame when your 7-year-old got 4 bodies on him already, walking around with a fucking Beretta in his pants, you know what I'm saying? Niggas in school shooting up shit like that, like, that's not cool, you know? Niggas are gangbanging every single day just for the fun of it. Niggas fucking the vaccine, all this corona shit, niggas got nothing but 2 years worth of time, that's 24 months, sitting in their house talking shit on the internet, so now niggas are free to walk outside. What you think niggas are gonna do? You fucking my baby mom, you talking shit on the internet, you think you got balls, you wanna be an internet thug? Let me show you. Nigga back out on you, what you gonna do then?
Serious.
Oh wait, what? I was listening to what he was saying. I'm sorry.
He had a long day at work, y'all.
Oh, I am so sorry. I was dead. I was lost in what he was saying. But basically with this whole gang violence stuff, like based on what he was saying, like I was saying, like in a sense, it's a whole bunch of ignorance. Like it's a whole bunch of, like I said, people just throwing their lives away. Like he just said, like, how is it that, like, it's not that, like, people are not able to, like, let's say, like he said, a person go to college, right, like you asked, and come home and niggas will be like, oh, yo, this, that, and third, you'll get violated, compared to you do 8 years in jail, you come back, niggas will throw your party. It's because some people are unwilling to change. Some people just choose not to change. Some people choose not to challenge themselves in those aspects or those areas. Like, this is something I was telling somebody the other day. I'm like, yo, there's 3 types of people in this world. You got smart people, and you got dumbass people, right? And then you got the motherfuckers in between. Niggas be like, how can you be in between being smart and dumb? Because you could be the type of person that's smart enough to be able to accomplish everything, right? But you need a motherfucker behind you 24 fucking 7 to make sure you get there. You know what I'm saying? And then you could be the dumb motherfucker that has motherfuckers behind you 24/7 teaching shit, showing shit, and you just too fucking stupid to understand that and want to change. Right. And then you could be a smart motherfucker that don't need any of that, and you do it. You'll get it done because you know what it is. You know what time it is 24/7. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is,
too smart to be so dumb.
If you like, there's a lot of niggas in the hood, right, who's 50, 60 years old, who's still in the projects, who's still selling drugs and shit like that, right, bro? And it's like, I look at them and say, yo, bro, you are the dumb motherfuckers in this society because you chose to spend your entire fucking life doing this. You didn't have to. Because like I tell you, because like people tell me all the time, there's a lot of felons that came out of prison and have become successful motherfuckers in life. You know what I'm saying, bro? So there is no way in fucking hell in this country where you as an individual cannot at least accomplish something within your life. It doesn't have to be the best. You don't have to be a fucking millionaire, but you can accomplish something. You can at least have somebody be proud of you. Be like, look, at least this nigga ain't on the corner slanging. At least she ain't sucking dick. You know, at least they get up every day, they go do their bullshit 9 to 5, and they take care of their business. You feel me?
I feel you. So with that being said, as it pertains to like gang violence and peer pressure, Papa, like, you know, how do those two intertwine?
I mean, they go neck and neck, you know, like one leads into another. Like, I think that's how pretty much a lot of people get started when it comes to gangbang and peer pressure. You know what I mean? You go to school and your homeboy talking about, oh, you pussy, you this, you that. You know what I'm saying? Now you're forced to have to pick up your fist and swing on a nigga. You know what I mean? But now you're not the nigga who like to fight. What's the next best option? You pick up a weapon. You know what I'm saying? Now you go into a whole nother lifestyle. What happens, God forbid, you take somebody's life? The question is, did he do it on purpose or was that by accident? You know what I mean? How does that change a nigga's heart? What does it do to a person? You know what I mean? They end up doing what? Most of them, they hit the streets. You know what I'm saying? Now you start slinging, gang banging, all that other shit. Like I said in the last segment, I won't be a hypocrite as well. You know, I'm only a month in as of today of not being a drug dealer anymore. You know what I'm saying? For the last 4 years of my life, I've dedicated that to being on top, keeping a fair amount of money in my pocket and my savings, and trying to make sure my neighbors and my fellow niggas, my fellow bros eat. You know what I mean? But who was checking for me when I needed it? You know what I'm saying? But I had enough common sense to know when it was time to get out, then to have to stay in them streets and be subjected to that. You know what I mean?
I feel you. All right. So I just want to give a little quick take on like what I think about like gang violence, and I definitely do understand like the whole purpose. Like I was saying earlier, like with the like originally the OGs, I guess.
Like OG, triple OGs, that part.
Like they really had a vision, you know, that, you know, it but at the same time, I also have to bring up the Second Amendment, which is, you know, the right to bear arms and the right to, you know, be a militia. Like the KKK is a militia. Why is it that white people are able to gang up and nobody has any problem with that? Well, we have a problem with it, obviously, but it's like, but America as a whole seems to just,
it's their country,
right? They look at it, they turn up a blind eye, you know.
It's their country.
Like the government said, population.
But it's like, but when we start the Black Panthers, who were responsible for things like free lunch, you understand? Like that wasn't there before.
But that's the thing.
But they just had a violent way of going about it. But I mean, at the end of the day, they still was about unity. They was about royalty. You know, like, and that's the number one thing I always respect.
And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, even when we were speaking about unity in the community, it's like, you know, once if we can't identify as one, then we're never. Thank you so much for that.
I'm clumsy. I'm gonna fix that. Don't worry.
But here's the thing: we can't live in this country and listen to the stuff that we listen to, watch the things that we watch, hear the things that we hear, see the things that we hear, and be able to identify as one. Because like you just asked me, why is it that white people could do this and that and black people can't? Because this is not our fucking country. We are not from here. We was brought here and we was literally taught a mindset. So, we was instilled a mindset on us that is not our mindset. That's why every single day we have our struggles.
So with that being said, like, so are you more like that pro Marcus Garvey? He was the one that was like, you know what, let's just all pack up and go back to Africa.
I would have no problem. I would have no qualms with doing that.
I'm with the revolutionary. I'm with my what's his name?
So we being red lighted right now. So
by whom?
Y'all know what that.
Power to the people. Malcolm X.
So yeah, we gotta go. We'll be right back with our last topic of the day. And I'm gonna, give you guys a heads up. The last topic is drug use versus drug abuse. How is it that people can use drugs, and then there are some people who actually abuse the drugs. So we are, we'll be right back with you guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. And like I said, that GoFundMe coming.
What is this?